Welcome in, Sidekicks fan, to another episode of SidekicksDirect. I am Scott Wegener, and joining me today, I'm super excited for this one. He's one of my favorite people on the team, TJ Nelson, who just re-signed with the Sidekicks for his 5th season. TJ, how you doing, man?
I'm good, enjoying this time off. I'm just hanging out, but I'm good.
All right. So the time off, I want to jump right into the knee injury that happened a couple years ago before we get into some more of the fun stuff. First off, how are things going with the knee?
The knee's getting better. It's a process for sure, but it's improving all the time, and it gets sore because the better it feels, the more I push it. And so, but it looks like it's going to be good to go. We'll be able to tell more here in a couple weeks.
So, and I kind of got ahead of myself here. I should have said, so for those that don't know, you tore your ACL and MCL, correct?
No, I tore cartilage in two spots in
Okay.
the same knee. So basically like one on the inside, one on the outside.
Sounds relatively painful. And you did that in Mexico at Monterrey, correct?
I did it in Tacoma.
Oh, didn't you played
I was
against Monterrey?
playing, yeah, I was playing hurt.
Okay. Man. So I saw you a lot last year at practices and stuff, and obviously you weren't quite up to 100%, gimping a little bit and favoring the leg. And so how are things looking now, a couple months removed from the season and going to practice and stuff? How are you running? How are you cutting? How's it feel when you're moving?
The cutting and everything, it feels fine, like it's not ACL or anything like that. So cutting is never an issue. It's just kind of like the impact of, the turf and things like that. There is a little, like a small, still favored to the left just because it's stronger and with the push off and everything. So it just looks like that way naturally. And so I'm still working on getting the mechanics back. But in terms of pain, it doesn't hurt when, I jog or run. The most things I'll get is it's like in a certain degree when the knee is bent at a certain degree and I'm putting all the weight. That's when the little poke comes. But other than that, it's all good.
So prediction time, do you think you'll be ready? You think you'll be ready to go for the season?
Man, I'm gonna make sure I'm ready. I don't really care anymore. I'll do whatever.
Well, the Sidekicks certainly could use you. You were, for my first season with the Sidekicks 2 seasons ago, you were certainly a bright spot on a team that had a couple of struggles here and there. And I think I've told you this, I've told everybody in the front offices, my favorite goal of the entire year was you against Monterrey. You piped one upper 90 across the goalkeeper, and I think that was the Valentine's Day game where you guys beat Monterrey. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
That was definitely a fun one. Do you remember the goal that I'm talking about?
Yeah, I remember it. It's probably one of the greatest goals I scored.
Oh, don't say that, man. No. Don't do that to yourself. But it's one of my favorite Sidekicks goals that I've seen so far. So, all right, man, I want to get into some more of the fun stuff. So, for Sidekicks fans that know you, and for those that don't, I suppose we'll be informing you. You have a nickname, and you go by TJ Smokey Nelson. So, first off, what is Smokey, and what is the Smokey persona? Tell me a little bit about how that came around and came to be.
I always wanted a nickname, and so I tried to stick to something, kind of similar, like something that stood for TJ. So at first it was Too Juicy, and then I had to change it because, guys don't want to call another guy Too Juicy.
No.
So I heard this song. I don't know if you know who Soulja Boy is. He had that Superman song.
Yeah, I know who Soldier Boy is, man. I'm not
guy.
Completely devoid of pop culture.
He has this song called Who They Want. And it goes, who they want, Smokey, who they want. And I'm like, Smokey. Smokey sounds nice.
Okay.
And so when people ask me, how did I come up with Smokey? I just tell them, that's who they want. And so the Smokey guy, he's pretty much the same guy, but it's just more fun, and I do my little hand signal, and
that was going to be my next question. So where did the Smokey hand signal come from?
It was around the time when the Deli Ali challenge was going on, where you got to do like this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, everybody's doing this. I need to come up with something. Maybe it'll catch on. And so I was dabbling around. At first, I was doing like something like this or something like this or this. But I was like, that's too hard. So I just kept it simple, ninja style, karate, and, half black, half Korean. So, I split it. And that's how it came about.
All right. Well, speaking of coming up with stuff, this is a perfect segue into what I wanted to talk about next. So I recently got TikTok, and I caught some of your videos on there, and I know the Sidekicks have shared a few of your videos. Where do you get the inspiration for your TikTok videos, and how many do you shoot? Are you starting to gain a pretty good following? Talk to me. I know I said I'm not completely devoid of pop culture, but now you have to teach me about TikTok essentially.
I mean, TikTok, I will say the very first one I posted was like trash. I got like 6 views. And so I was pretty
Okay.
disappointed. So I don't want to be known as a guy who got 6 views. So I deleted it. But you know, I don't know. I don't know where I got it. At first I got the TikTok because I want to do some skits, you know, like some Bad Boys 2 or Friday or something like that. But then I saw like all the dances and you know, I like to dance. So you know, weird thing, I was in a dance class at SMU when I went to SMU. It was really weird because it was not the dance class that I thought it was going to be, but it was actually kind of cool because, you know, I like to do some choreographed stuff. And so I just like to see if I'm able to do the dances that actually, you know, show up on TikTok because sometimes they're a little crazy. And, you know, a lot of times it takes a couple takes because, you know, the facial expression, I want to look like I'm natural at it, not too concentrated. But, you know, it's definitely fun. It's a good way to pass time too.
I was you're leading the league in segues here, my man. So I was going to ask you, what have you been doing to pass the time during the quarantine? I know things are kind of the restrictions have been lifted a little bit, but you know we had a couple months where essentially everybody was at home. Was it solely filming TikTok videos? Were you doing something different? What else was going on in the life of Smooks?
Man, it was a lot of filming TikToks, a lot of Netflix. You know, we did the I work at a school, and so I'm an instructional coach at an elementary school over by Richardson College or Richland College, and since we were doing a lot of the at-home learning stuff, it was new, and so I would spend like hours and hours on Zoom calls with teachers, with the principals and stuff just going through how we can improve things and things like that. So the first like part of the quarantine was just like all work.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we got into the swing of things, you know, it was a lot smoother. I was able to take some time and just hang out. You know, I found me a Xbox. So you know, I've been playing some Call of Duty with some of the guys, and you know, games games and Netflix always passes the time pretty quick. So and of
Have you,
course, working out. Gotta
okay.
work.
I was going to say, are you staying fit during all this time?
I'm staying as fit as possible. You know, I go out there and run. I even meet up with Nando and Johnny, and we'll go to North Garland High School and hit the turf and just kick around and do some sprints and stuff like that. And actually, we've been golfing a lot, me and Nando. So we've been hitting the golf course, and we're not good at all.
Okay, I was going to say, so who's the better one between you and Nando?
Oh, it's definitely me. It's
Okay.
definitely me. But we're not good at all. You know, every now and then we'll hit a decent shot, but most of the time we'll go out there with 20 golf balls. We're going to lose 20 golf balls.
So there's some pretty good golfers on the team. I know Evo's a pretty solid golfer. Have you ever been out with him?
Yeah, I have played with him, and, he's probably 20 times better than me.
So is it just less fun to play with him because he's so much better?
No, because if I hit that one shot, I'm celebrating. Doesn't even matter. But we play like the best ball style. So even if I crank it somewhere like into somebody's house or window or something, I'm just gonna play off of his. Off of his. So it's not bad. It's just fun to practice. We're athletes and we like to try new things and be good at it.
Yeah. So you said you gotten into the gaming. So who's the best gamer on the team?
Oh, it's for sure me.
Okay. Who's the second best gamer on the team?
I don't know. I haven't played. I played with Sendejas. I don't. He wasn't anything special. Sorry, Sendejas.
I know he watches
Johnny.
these too, so he's gonna have a comment for that one. He'll come back
No,
at you.
sorry, Sendejas. I played with him one time. Johnny's pretty good, but he's still not as good as me. Nando likes to say he's better than me. Not a chance. So maybe in Fortnite, Nando can. It's a little bit better. But in Call of Duty, no. They deem better because I play aggressive. I
Okay.
go, I don't wait. I don't sit there and wait for somebody to peek out. I'm running at them.
That's how I play, man. Like I'm running around with it. There's nothing on the line. You know what I mean? I want to have some fun when I'm playing.
Yeah, right. I'm like, I'm going, I'm going. You just see me just flying in on them.
You get
But
into any of the sports games, the Maddens, the FIFAs, any of that kind of stuff?
I used to play a lot of FIFA, but for me it didn't get boring because I love soccer, but not many people, you can't really get in a big party on FIFA.
Yeah.
It's one on one or just you playing against somebody across the world. With like Call of Duty and Fortnite, you can get a bunch of people in the same little team. It's just chit chat and BSing around.
And Fortnite is across platforms, right? So PlayStation and Xbox are all playing together.
Yeah, and Nintendo Switch. So I have a Nintendo Switch too. Before
Okay,
I
I
had
don't know
that,
what that is, but all right.
you don't know what a Nintendo Switch is.
Is that one of the little handheld ones?
Yeah, it's a handheld.
Okay. So I'm showing my age here. I had the original Game Boy that was in like black and yellow, essentially. It wasn't even black and white. And then I had a Sega Game Gear where you could play Sonic on that. I don't know if you
Uh,
remember that at all.
yeah, I remember that. Those were beasts.
I love the Game Gear. The Game Gear was I was a Sonic fan. So to this day I still mostly play old school video games. So
Mhm.
I play Crash Bandicoot, and then when I found out the Tony Hawk 1 and 2 were being remastered for PlayStation, I was like, oh my god, I already got my pre-order in. So do you play any of the old school games too, or?
That's the good thing about the Switch. You have all the old school games. You got,
All
the
right.
Marios, the Super Smash Brothers, Crash Bandicoots on there, Mario Party, all that. I love those games, especially Mario Party, Crash
Mario
Bandicoot.
Party's fun, man. Mario,
Yeah,
I played that with my nephew this past a couple weekends ago,
yeah,
and
awesome. And the
man,
thing about the Switch is you can hook it up to the TV. It comes with a dock.
oh really?
You can take the little Joy Cons off and even add more, and everybody can play. So it's
All
awesome.
right, well, I might have to
Look
invest in a
into it,
Switch.
man. Look into it.
I'll definitely look into it. All right, man. I want to do something I haven't done so far on any of these. I wanted to try it out with you, kind of see how things went.
All
So I
right.
want to do like a fast 5 questions to get to know TJ slash Smokey a little bit better. So I'm going to have one sidekicks question for you. I'm going to have, and then just kind of some general questions and then a soccer question to wrap things up. So first question, favorite person to room with?
Man, probably Nando.
All right.
Should I say
Favorite.
why?
Now you can say why. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Me and Nando, we grew up in the same area, and I don't know. We've always been good friends, so it's just easy.
So you were both rehabbing from injuries last year, and I know you guys were on the sidelines quite a bit, goofing around and talking. Simone got you guys a few times, right? Simone had a couple choice words once in a while for you guys goofing a little bit too much.
Yeah, he's all man. Simone stays on my case. He stays on my case, and it's just I'll never forget the first time I played on the team. The first season, I was on the bench, and Simone was yelling at me like I was on the field, and I was like, Simone, I'm over here. He turned around and goes, why the hell are you not in the game? I was like, oh.
He's got character. I'll give Simone that. He's definitely got some character. All right, second question. Favorite movie?
Man, rush hours.
You got a favorite out of what are there three or are there four? There's three, right?
There's three. There's three. I would say probably my favorite would have to be Rush Hour 2.
Okay.
Rush Hour 2 is I don't know, but I love that movie. I
All
love
right.
it.
Favorite musical artist or
Jeez.
group? You can be a group as well.
I'd say J. Cole is probably my number one.
Ooh.
He spits the truth. He spits the truth. I like that.
I like J. Cole a lot. I'm
Yeah.
more of a Travis Scott's probably my favorite right now for anybody that cares. I love Travis Scott's music. I don't know what it is. It's his energy that he brings. I love
Yeah.
his music.
If I want to get hype, I'll do some Travis
Yeah.
Scott, Drake. But if I want to get deep, I listen to some J. Cole.
All right. What team do you support in either MLS, Prem, Bundesliga? Your favorite team?
Chelsea all the way. Chelsea. That's it. Best team in the world. We beat them all.
Cut it. It's done.
We beat them all.
We're done. I'm a
Who are
Man
you,
U
Man
fan.
U?
I'm Man U. Yep.
Oh man, that's the worst team that you could probably ever go for.
I got to tell you, the front office is Man U heavy. So Jesse Yamas, Man U fan. Fetty that runs our social media and does a lot of our graphics and everything. He's a Man U fan as well. So but I got to say, I got love for Chelsea because they got Pulisic right now. So I
They got
got to support
Pulisic.
him a little bit.
They got Pulisic. And they're giving him playing time. He's doing freaking great. But Man U, Man U.
I love
the only reason that I would ever watch Man U is because they had Ji-sung Park and he was Korean. So after that, can't mess with him anymore.
All right, fair enough. All right, final question, man. You got to pick one. Okay. In their prime, right now, I don't care how you want to do it. Messi or Ronaldo?
Man, Messi.
God, TJ.
Ronaldo, they're both great players, but I feel
we were
like
boys,
Messi,
man. What happened?
Messi is just a more complete player than Ronaldo. That's just what it is. Ronaldo can create, but he doesn't as much as Messi. I'll just say that.
You know what? I'll give you that because Messi gets in those tight little there's three guys around him and it's just touch, and you're like, how does he get through? How does somebody not foul him? That's the question.
And the thing is, Ronaldo dives. Messi doesn't dive. He's getting kicked. Somebody's on his back.
He's gamesmanship.
He's still going.
That's called gamesmanship.
And he's a team player. Cristiano, he doesn't always celebrate the team. I see these things. See, I got you.
I don't know. I'm a Ronaldo diehard because of his Man U days, so I'm probably pretty biased on that one. I remember Cristiano playing for the Reds. So, last thing I want to get to, I want to talk about the upcoming season. It'll definitely be, in some way, shape, or form, it's going to look different than seasons in past, given what's going on in the world right now. Mm-hmm. So what are you looking forward to from this upcoming season, and what are you expecting from this upcoming season for the Sidekicks?
I'm just looking forward to getting back out there. I want to be out there on the regular. I want to be playing games, getting touches, traveling with the squad, just being more involved in that aspect. And, I think this year we have a good foundation. And, I expect nothing less than playoffs, in a winning season. So I think we're more than capable. I just think we have to have that buy-in, that work ethic, that cohesiveness, that team, that team drive, and just the willingness. And I think we'll be good to go.
Fantastic stuff, TJ. I was so excited, man, to have this interview with you. Like I said, you're one of my favorite people to sit down and chat with, and you definitely delivered, my dude.
I'm crazy, man.
Yeah, that is true. You are crazy. You want to give us the Smokey send-off?
Smokey Nelson out.